Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Hi, all you thought criminals and MAGA extremists. Welcome back. And those of you that are new, welcome. I got to tell you, I saw not all, but the vast majority of Biden's speech last night. And I've been involved in politics a long time here in upstate New York. In fact, I was a city council member in the early 2000s. And I ran a lot of races myself. I've helped in a lot of other campaigns. And one thing that's really important in politics is optics. How do things look, especially in the digital video age? Nobody reads articles anymore if they want video. And I have to tell you, honest to God, this is unbelievably for optics. Here, let me show you. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the red up the columns and the two Marines in the background. You don't put military men during a presidential speech. It's a show of power and authority. And he basically called 70 million Americans basically extremists and traitors and threats to democracy. These people have lost their mind. Look at this. Now, I saw a video that CNN showed the speech, and this red looks so, well, we'll just say it's, how about in front of the Reichstag in 1930s Germany? How's that? This is exactly what it looks like. It looks like a N.A. Black Eye party rally. Optics on this are horrible. Look at the retweets floating by there on the bottom. It's incredible. CNN actually, I saw the video, as the speech went on, slowly changed the color red towards a purplish pink, which changed the red stripes in the flag that's right behind Biden, to try to save this moron from himself. Look at this. I'm serious. Can you know, there's people out there that hate Donald Trump's guts, and I get it, and some of them watch my videos and comment. I get it. That's your opinion. You don't like him, that's fine. But if this was Donald Trump as president in 2020 when he was running for re-election and had a scenario like this with the red pillars and two Marines in the background, a show of military force, and threatened all the progressives and Democrats in the country, this country would explode. It would explode. But for some reason, the Democrats don't seem to mind this. This is optics. Who the hell is handling Biden really, really, truly sucks? Or this is what they really and truly think. You're not their political opponents, the Democrats and the progressives. We are their enemy, and they hate us, and they've made it crystal clear. Former President Donald Trump insisted that Biden must be insane or suffering from late-stage dementia for his attack, accusing him and his MAGA supporters of being a threat to the country. Even people that don't like Trump gotta admit it's pretty accurate. Someone should explain to Joe Biden slowly but passionately, I like that slowly, that MAGA means as powerfully as mere words can make America great again. Trump wrote soon after the Biden Thursday night attack. If he doesn't want to make America great again, which through words, action, and thought, he doesn't, then he certainly should not be representing the United States of America. I have to agree. The 45th Commander-in-Chief also warned of a possible dark undercurrent in his successor's speech, in which Biden spoke in front of a military band while repeatedly saying, "Will not stand by and watch Trump and his supporters return power with their extreme ideology." They're calling us conservatives fascists. Well, I've seen deflection before, but they've brought up deflection to an art form. Are they really that clueless? Or this is what they really, truly believe, and they're saying the quiet part out loud? If you think at the words and meaning of the awkward and angry Biden speech tonight, he threatened America including with the possible use of military force, Trump insisted in the second response to his Truth Social network. He must be insane or suffering from late stage dementia. Biden's speech Thursday at Philadelphia's Independence Hall, an official taxpayer-funded event ignored by most TV networks, came days after he accused Biden's backers of supporting semi-fascism. I got to tell you, I'm absolutely stunned. On Thursday, he insisted that Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic, and that is a threat to our country. MAGA Republicans like myself and 70 million others are semi-fascist because we want to stick to the rules of the Constitution of the United States. The rule of law, Supreme Court, other federal courts, separation of powers, all those things. Bill of Rights, Second Amendment, First Amendment, the top two. Instead of trying to bring our country together to solve the many problems he has created, President Biden has chosen to divide, demean, and disparage his fellow Americans simply because they disagree with his policies. That's from Kevin McCarthy, who I'm not a big fan of, but he is right. Mr. President, you owe millions of Americans an apology. Iowa GOP Chair Jeff Kaufman also insisted that Biden's attacks were the type only used by authoritarian regimes, i.e., in front of the Reichstag in the 1930s. I got to tell you, that woman was right. Can we see the original Biden speech in German? I got to tell you, the sitting president trying to turn his political opponents an enemy of the state, he said in a statement. And I got to be perfectly frank. This animosity and enemies of the state attitude was started by Obama. Let's just tell the truth here. I think the Democrats and the progressives are just wrong. But what they're doing is they're making conservative people like myself and 70 million others, they're just pushing us closer together and more behind Trump. I don't get it. Noting how Biden has vowed to unite the nation, Kaufman said that instead, all he's done is consistently divide our country. Unbelievable. He hates seeing what's happening in our country, said Kushner, meeting President Trump. That's his son-in-law, who was one of the father-in-law's chief advisors in the White House. With Trump, it's hard to rule anything out, he said. That's about running again. You know what this tells me? This tells me that whoever wrote this speech and set up this visual, horrible optics, knows that Biden isn't running again. Now, Joe Biden might not know. He thinks he might be. He thinks he will. But the people that really handle him, that are really and truly the president, know he's not going to run again. So, you know, they're letting him destroy himself to go after a political enemy. This whole thing is going to explode. And what they're doing is, I think in part, besides the horrible optics, is to try to trigger MAGA Republicans into doing something and saying something stupid, i.e. violence, which I definitely do not think is proper, or saying something really, really off the hook. You can only imagine what that could be. We have to hold the line. We have to be, years ago, with the civil rights movement, we have to stand and not hit back, no matter what comes our way. Make our enemies look like fascists, because they are. We can do it. There's less than 60 days left to the midterms, and God knows what can happen until then. As they say in military terms, remember from Gladiator, when the Romans were in the force against Germania, hold the line. We have to hold the line. We're winning, and they know it. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.